Start off 2 cans of Goya black beans. Well, you can use Goya or whatever. That's what I use. Rinse thoroughly. You may choose not to do this, but a lot of the stuff that's in the can, you kind of want to rinse off of the beans because, well, they're preservatives. They don't necessarily do anything good for you, and if anything, they probably just give you a little extra gas you may not even want. Considering if your body's not already, accustomed to black beans, you're going to be you're going to be in for a little shock. Transfer into the pan. Obviously, you want a pan that's big enough to hold 2 black beans, 2 cans, and hold them well. Don't use a normal frying pan, it's probably not going to be big enough. Next, you can use chicken broth, you can use beef broth, doesn't really matter. Typically we use chicken stock, but we have this today, so same difference. You want to add enough broth that you actually see the broth near the top, but the beans are still not submerged. They don't want to be submerged. That would be too much. I mean, depending on your oven, but for us, just go halfway. Out of 10 for us, low to high, that's 5. You will need, I like glass, so nice glass bowl. You need that once it's done. And all the usual suspects here. Pepper. Actually, I don't need 2 peppers. So I got pepper, salt, onion powder, garlic powder. All the essentials. Cooking time may vary, but typically you're looking at about 15 minutes, give or take. If it takes a little longer, that's fine. You can't rush perfection. Yeah, it's starting to coming along nicely now. Real nice. Good heat going. And what'll happen is the broth will eventually dissipate. And you will be left, as you continue to mix. I mean, you don't have to do this constantly, but as you get further along, you do need to kind of keep on top of it because you don't want the beans to burn on the pan. I just had a moment there. I thought of the Jeffersons. Beans don't burn on the grill. But in this case, we don't want the beans to burn on the pan. As you can see, it's just about burned off. A little bit longer now. That looks just about done. Seasoning is added. And now we mix. Voila! The bean patties. And now you can cook them on a frying pan or throw them in the oven. Whatever you like. Another thing I do like to do also, because you can do these for breakfast too. If you heat one up in a frying pan, you notice we did 2 cans. I got 4 patties. I make them a little bit big. You could end up with 6 or even 8, because each one of these you could probably do into 2 patties instead of 1. I just like them a little bigger because, I have a hearty appetite, and I'll eat at least 2 of these right now. What I'm going to do as a dinner, though, I'm going to put it on a pita, do a little mayo, some peppers, some pickles, all the good stuff. But for breakfast, you can also heat one up in a frying pan and just crack an egg on it. That's really good, too. So I'll get 2 of these bad boys. Put a little bit of butter in the pan, a little bit. You don't need a lot, just a little bit is good. I'll take that one. And like I said, I'm going to do pita. I even got a little feta cheese. Now, for my my Greek friends out there, I know they're going to tell me that it's blasphemy to use Stella. I know that they have better recommendations, but that's kind of the point. You can kind of figure this out for yourself as far as how you like to flavor things up, dress things up. That's up to you. The important thing is this is 100% healthy as far as bean patties. Black beans. You could do garbanzo beans too, chickpeas, but I like black beans. I like them. A little bit less sodium. Still tastes great. Yeah, beans and greens. Beans and greens, man. It's all about beans and greens.